looking for a hand to reach out. You need to know you're not the only one. 'Cause we all fall down sometimes, but we can find our way again. It's the power that's inside. We are strong enough to make it. I know that we can make it. Eyes have come alive, no longer on the outside, together at the forefront of your mind, never on your own. You found a hand to reach out, now you know you're not the only one. 'Cause we all fall down sometimes, but we can find our way again. It's the power that's inside. We are strong enough to make it. I know that we can make it.
All right. Do it in a minute.
Cause we all fall down sometimes. 'Cause we all fall down sometimes. Yeah, we all fall down sometimes. Sometimes.
Hey, y'all, just getting a few more things set up here. I will be in Discord shortly. About 5 minutes. Give me a minute. 5 minutes. Give me 1 minute. You know what I mean. Test. All right. All right. Let's play something. Let's play something. Good afternoon. How the hell are you? We don't want that. We don't want that. Let's get over here for now. All right. Good afternoon. Good morning. This is DFWFPV. But you knew that from like all the branding and, you know, you're on our site. So today is very different from what we normally do. The last Sunday of every month, normally we go out and meet somewhere within DFW. But the weather sucks. So it's been raining in Dallas for the last few days, and our original location for this was going to be the Trinity River location, and the Trinity River is flooded. If you go out to our Facebook group, Brad, one of our mods, actually was out there, and he posted a picture like, I have no idea why we didn't show up. And it's just a river. The Trinity River is actually a river, but it is not usually that nasty, that full. Especially considering the summer Dallas had like 40 some days straight of 100-degree weather. It was horrible. All right, so I already got at least one person in the Discord. I'm gonna hop up there in a second. We're gonna be starting off today in Liftoff. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do yet there. We'll figure it out. It kind of depends on how many people we get. I'd probably personally, I gravitate towards Velocidrone. We'll figure that out a little bit later. What else we got going on? At some point here this morning, I will show off the build of the prototype 533 freestyle frame. I did a live stream on that the other day, but after the live stream of at least building out the frame and putting on the stack, I went through and I actually kind of took off the stack, rebuilt all the internals. I got everything installed on it, and it's looking really good now. I'm really happy with it. So I'll show that off here in a little bit. Yeah, what else we got going on? I don't know. Let's play something. Let me get into Liftoff. Let's do that, huh? And let's hop into the Discord channel. If you want to join us in Discord or in game, the easiest way to go to our website, dfwfpv.club, and it will have all the links for all of our socials and everything else in there. Or you can go to http:// blah 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 dc.dfwfpv.club, and that will take you directly into our Discord and hop into the voice chat here. So let's set up a game. Let's set something up. Liftoff Pro League. I don't remember that being there. Multiplayer lobby. Let's create something new. And once I create it, then I'll hop over to the chat here in a minute. We're just going to do some free flight for a little while. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Let's do Dubai Legends. Yeah, let's do that. All right. God mode disable, rewind disable, camera noise, blah, 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 blah. Fixed battery setup. Fixed drone setup. Create room. All right. Let's create the room. How do we put in our own name? Oh, really? Come on. I thought I just did all that. I thought I could name it. Selected, no race, shipping, parcel. Like, I could have swore that, sure, private room name, DFWFPV. So if you're joining DFWFPV, we'll do that. All right, let's get over to the screen so you can actually see what I'm talking about. I don't want a race, though. I just want free fly. Oh, duh. Like, I already did that. What the hell? No track. DFWFPV. All right, let's hop in. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
How are you, man?
I'm all right. How are you?
I am doing all right. I just created a multiplayer room in Liftoff.
All right, I'll hop out of this one.
Nice. And I'm hoping I didn't screw up the settings in here, but we'll see. I haven't really played a whole lot of Liftoff in a while, but I do enjoy Liftoff.
Get ready for the slipperiness.
It is the one thing I do remember. It floats a lot,
Yeah.
so I'm not all that excited about that part. Oh, you know what? I actually might have to restart the whole thing because it doesn't. I don't have my transmitter set up properly on it. Son of a bitch. So how you been?
I'm all right. Existing, working.
Yeah. What the hell?
Is it raining over where you're at?
Yeah. It's been raining for a few days. It's been nasty.
Yeah, it's cloudy. It ain't raining over here yet.
Where are you at again?
Grand Prairie.
Ah, that's right. I knew it was no longer over this way.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Grand Prairie, I mean, you're in the middle of everything over there.
Yeah, pretty much. Right on 20.
All right, I'm creating the room right now. We'll do some free flight for a little bit. Do you have a map that you prefer on here?
You want to do some flop shot?
Some what?
Flop shot on the golf course. It's called flop shot. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Oh, I wasn't even going to do a track. You want to do an actual race?
Oh, yeah. I usually just do infinite races. Just try to beat each
Sure.
other's times.
So, you said the straw bale one?
No, it's on the golf course.
Oh, the green.
Flop shot.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Flop shot. All right. Like I said, I've never done this one, so screw it. We'll give it a shot. How do you do infinite? I'm not seeing a setting for that. Force battery, force camera noise, disable rewind, disable God mode. You know what? We'll just do this and we'll figure it out.
Game mode at the top. The select game mode.
There we go. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
there you go.
Great room. All right. Like I said, I don't even know how to. I don't even know what my controller is set up as right now. We will figure it out. Do you have Velocitron?
Yeah, I have Velocitron. My problem with that is I can feel the quad spinning up, and it I don't know. It feels good, and I'm more confident in Velocitron, but it just doesn't feel right. If that makes sense.
Okay. I need to change some
What's
settings.
your name on Steam? Type it into the right one.
Lost local host.
I'm not seeing you here. Let me reload this.
Let's see. I'll try these settings. Reset, spectate, waiting room, options, flight controller settings. Yeah, lost local host. I don't know if that helps. All one word.
I don't know if maybe I have to wait until you're in the game.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's see here. Activity, badges, blah, blah, blah. I thought I could get to friends from there. Nah, here. What's your name on Steam?
Ballots.
Hold on. I gotta figure out how to.
You're just lost local host, right? Let me see if I can find you at the same time.
Yeah. Trying to figure out how I can search friends. No, I think that just okay. Add friend.
I think I found you.
Oh yeah.
I sent you a friend invite.
Oh yep. There we go. All right, confirmed. Let's get back into liftoff. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you know what? I need to increase. Oh, no wonder I was having problems. I was at like 23 degrees tilt. I'm gonna
keys.
What?
Arrow keys will change. The arrow
Yeah.
keys will change that for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will. I'm not seeing you. It won't let me join you.
It's a private, so I think you have to put in the name.
Run by room name.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oop.
Is it just Lost Overlord?
No, it's DFWFPV is the name of the room.
All caps?
Yes, sir. I don't know if that matters, but
Yeah, I just tried it lowercase.
like I said, I'm far more aware of Velocidrone.
There we go.
Ah. God, it's so floaty. All right, this is gonna be really bad. I'm not a fan of liftoff anymore. Crap.
Just gotta full throttle it, not use your throttle.
I don't have a problem with that. It's still just funky. It doesn't fly. It doesn't fly right.
You already put in a good time.
Really?
Kind of.
How do I reset? There we go. Apparently I did have a reset button set up.
It's been a long time since I've flown any simulator, to be honest.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Flying.
All right.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Fuck. I'm sure you'll be smoking me in any time now. Look, you're already down 21 seconds.
Ah. I need to figure out how to. Okay, flight controller settings. How do I reset? Do I have to go all the way back to? I hate that I have to go back to the screen to change my, like my binds, my controller things. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoops. It's like I always say, knowing the course is half the battle with me.
Yup. That's another issue I have with Velocidrone. I have no idea any of the courses. Most of them seem like recreation of real courses that I just don't know.
Yeah. You got to come out to Dallas Drone Racing with us and do some real
The one
racing.
where you do it at the office park, right?
Office Park?
Yeah, is that the one where you do it at the office park? Remember I was playing with Velocidrone with you guys a few months ago, and you guys had a track that you recreated.
So I don't know Office Park. I don't know what you're talking about there. But Dallas Drone Racing is in Carrollton. And yes, they do put the races out on Velocidrone most of the time before they set them up. Yeah.
Is that the street class?
They had the Street League Championships there, yes. But they do all sorts of racing there, not just Street League. You know, Street League's only been around a few years. Whoop.
I would like to get into some like league type style stuff, but I can barely afford to keep my freestyle quad in the air, you know?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep, it is annoying. I've been behind you a little bit here.
My props are fucked up, so I'm just flying all wobbly.
I'm flying wobbly because I just suck. I can't blame the props. Ah! Dude, that dive over that hill keeps getting me.
I know, that's one of my favorite parts.
Son of
Go
a...
like sideways over it and
Yep.
roll over it.
I don't think I've ever run a race in liftoff before. I know why it feels different too. I have a different model set up for my race versus my freestyle.
Oh.
Because I have a different throttle curve.
Yeah.
Which everyone in racing tells you don't screw with you. Keep a linear throttle curve. But basically what I do is I chop off the very top of my my throttle. So I hit 100% throttle when I'm at like 80% on the stick.
See, that's exactly what I did because I can't. My finger, I pinch, so my fingers are too fat to get all the way up there.
That's exactly why I did it. I mean, not because of the but yeah, because I got short fingers for me. That's my problem.
Oh, I'm like right behind you. Now I passed you.
No, or it must be neck and neck then. I didn't see you. Oh, now I see you.
Yeah, I just crashed into the ground. I'm coming for that ass. Hey. What up, though?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to lay off the throttle really bad because I floated like crazy up there. Yeah. I kind of wanted to load into Velocidrone and try to learn the champs track.
We can do that.
It's a very intricate track, though.
I'm an idiot when it comes to setting that up, so if you don't mind helping me, we can do that.
No, not at all, man. Oh, God. I keep forgetting that one. All right.
I'm okay leaving as the champion here.
19-9. All right.
I think my best time around this track was like 12 seconds.
I'm just flying around now, having fun. Crashing into everything.
I've put so many hours into liftoff, it's not even funny. And if this is before I even had a drone, so I've played the shit out of free flight. So I just don't want to play it ever again.
I got you.
I didn't start flying tracks until I actually got a drone.
God, I don't know, something in lift, it just doesn't feel right. Like the rates don't feel like they're actually the rates. I don't know, something's weird with it. Which is funny, this is actually what I started on.
Yeah, it is super floaty. It also just feels it's floaty, but it also feels like it's on rails. If you get enough angle, you can just full throttle anywhere. Turn on dimes.
Oh, God. I say it's so floaty, but I keep hitting the ground. Something's wrong with me. It's all me. It's all me. That's the thing. It both feels super floaty, but it doesn't have enough punch when I'm trying to like pull out of a dive.
Mm. Guess we're the only two nerds so far.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it picks up. Oh my God, I went the wrong way.
And I normally don't even set up my computer on the weekends because I normally play at work.
Yeah.
No.
All right. I am going to change some stuff. I want to fly a different map.
You do you, boo. There's one on the I can't remember what it's called. It's like Sora or Sorta or some shit like that. It's a lava map. There's like a really cool track that you can fly through like the lava tubes. And you have to keep your distance from the lava, otherwise it melts you. Ups a few crops.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Go, Fister. All right, let me see. Oh, yeah, Fister in chat. Yeah, apparently this is not crossplay.
Oh.
And that mentioned does have DRL. DRL is one that I have not played in a very long time, but I used to play the hell out of it.
I don't have DRL.
Why is this so
expensive?
funky? I don't know. DRL is a lot of fun. I think I've had the most fun playing DRL. I think it's a really good mix of gamification and graphics and all that fun stuff. But you definitely got to get used to flying the drones, though, because they fly very different.
This is not the map I was thinking of.
No.
Well, it is the map, it's not the track, but it's okay. This is one I haven't flown before. And
Yeah.
it seems very technical.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to play liftoff for much longer because I'm having such a hard time controlling the damn thing.
Alright, we can swap.
We could try DRL. Do you have DRL? Or you say you don't?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'll have to look up to see how much it is. If it's cheap, I'll grab it, but
Yeah. I don't think it's too much.
oh my god, I can't fly in between all this. At least there's no, like, big towers to lose my quad in.
Yeah, well, if you did lose one here, I'd go get it for you. That was still hilarious. I can't believe you did
Bro,
that.
it's given me so much anxiety that I haven't really even flown since.
Aww.
I've flown some since, but like all my it's just tiny whoop. I just fixed my my 5-inch like 2 or 3 days ago. I haven't flown it since.
By the way, I know one of the reasons why I'm flying like crap here, because I'm flying my freestyle rates.
Mm.
And it reset down to like 20 something degrees. No.
Yeah, you gotta every time I change the track, you gotta
God,
turn
that's
it up.
annoying.
You gotta change your actual model in the game.
All right, so that is a little bit better.
Don't feel bad though. I haven't completed a lap either.
I haven't really been trying that hard, but yeah. But this is embarrassing. Thank God I'm not streaming or any. Oh shit, I am. Really?
I can't swallow them.
I can, but not with my rates where they are. Excuses, excuses. Everyone's got them. Come on. All right, yeah.
You're gonna start blaming the lag here in a second.
My PC, man, it's choking on me.
You're just hacking. It's not fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to decide: do I want to change my rates, or do I want to? Fine. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Let's see. All right. So if I want to do that, then I want to do 200.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we'll try that. Let's try that. actually expo at point. We'll just do 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. I really shouldn't even need expo. Let's go back. What's my tilt? 50-degree tilt. All right. Woo! Okay, so I did that thing where I'm in the menus and it shoots me to the sky. Fister, you live out by Fort Hood. I don't even know where that's at. Is that do you know where Fort Hood is?
No idea.
Is
Not
that
very
by
familiar with Texas.
Is that the city starts with a W? Anyway.
Waco.
No, I was thinking the one north. Wichita Falls.
Wichita.
Oh, look at that. That's so much better. Yeah, okay. Oop. Except I don't remember the actual course here.
Holy shit. There's no point.
Yeah, trying to hit those between all those metal poles can be kind of annoying there. Just pinballing off of them all.
That's exactly what I've been doing.
Yep. I don't know where to go. Jeez. It's almost like I'm flying analog because I can't see something until I hit it. About an hour from Waco. Okay. Out near Clean. All right. Okay, man. Definitely got to come out to Dallas. Like I said, we normally we'd be meeting in person today, but weather had other ideas, so. But the last Sunday of every month is when we meet in person. And usually we have a meet in the middle of the month. We try to do like a small group thing, kind of like a team thing. Just because our monthly meets are starting to get a little bit larger, and that becomes really annoying when it comes to channels. So we wanted to do something where maybe we'll do a smaller group at maybe a little bit more lesser known places. So
What's the name cool up?
what's that?
I was talking to my girlfriend.
Oh. How do I reset? There we go. All right. I'm gonna get a clean run on this. That's my goal before I move on, is trying to get a clean run.
Bro, I just want to put in a time.
Anytime.
Yeah, any team would be great. I'm behind. I was behind you, and then I hit that fence.
Ah. Still not clean, but. Yeah, so you're an hour. So I actually was just talking with one of our mods about maybe going south and having a meetup down in Waco. I just don't know Waco that well, so I don't know the area that well. But we'd like to go south. We try and spread it out. Most of the meets I'd say are probably in Fort Worth, which bothers me because I'm actually about an hour from Fort Worth, so
yeah.
It's a drive.
The Silos meetup was pretty cool though.
Yeah.
That was worth it as long as you don't lose your job.
Ooh, I don't do well getting to the doing that long tunnel between all those pipes.
You say like a cheater? Or like a GED? Oh, it's taking you 2.5 minutes to do this? Oh, 3 minutes?
Like I said, I'm not even. I think I'm done. I don't like liftoff.
Fair enough.
I don't think I can do it, man.
If this takes you 3 minutes to do, then I'm fucked.
I was starting to build it, but I was starting to get used to it, but nope. I'm gonna hop over to Velocidrone.
Do this.
What we can do in Velocidrone is I could load up the Street League Champs race. And if you go to the Street League drone, it flies a lot slower. So it might be a little bit easier to like learn the track and get used to it.
Let's hope there's not an update.
Jonathan and I were running the FAI track with Street League. That's a fun track. I like that one. It'd still take you a few minutes to get used to it, but come on. Velocidrone always like it locks up when it's first loading for me.
I did it less than its minimum time. Yeah, I did.
Come on, Velocidrone. There we go. So what do you want to do in Velocidrone?
I don't know yet. I don't even know if my controller's set up still. Oh, Velocidrone's not responding.
Just give it a few minutes. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do Street League Champs race in Velocidrone. So pick a Street League quad when you get in. See if I can remember this track. Oh god, it's so much different.
Which Street League do you usually fly?
I've flown a couple of them. I think I'm using the project one.
I was looking at either this Spec 7 or the Source 1.
Yeah, the Spec 7 is the other one that I fly quite a bit.
Do you change any of the quad settings, or you leave them?
No, I just leave it. I assume if it's listed as a Street League, then I just run it. Run it how you bring it. Yeah.
Oh my god, it just feels so sluggy.
Yep. But that's 7-inch for you. I kind of like it.
7-inch feels sluggish?
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
thought it was
Because they weigh like what's the weight limit for Street League? I think it's like 1,600 grams.
Which you got more power to work with usually, right?
No. No, no, they're a 5S battery.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with DRL. DRL, you're running a gosh, I think that was a 5S battery.
Wow, then those pilots are just really good because they make them look really fast.
No, yeah, they're actually slower than 5-inch by quite a bit. Like the Champs race that was going on this weekend, you know, they had a radar gun in the tunnel there, and you know, people were cracking 90 miles an hour. Advanced drone settings. All right, 450, 450, 300. No expo. Sorry, I'm looking at my settings here. And I wanted
Yeah,
to
I
look
need to
at...
chop off the top of my throttle.
Yeah. Are you fat dude in here? No?
Probably a Barrett fat dude, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That's me.
All right. Well, I guess I should start this so you can start learning the track, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Let me know anytime that you want me to like reset the whole thing, because it's not like an infinite race like the other one.
Sure, I'm
So
just
straight ahead, around the flag, and then through that gate, and then the slalom, right, left, right. This one's, there is a tricky gate there because you got to go through the gate and then up over the wall. Oh, whoops. Ah.
Okay, so I'm an idiot. Do I just add expo until my throttle's lower, or do I need to change this in my actual remote?
Oh, you mean to do what I was talking about?
Yeah.
I do it in the transmitter because that way it just applies for any drone, and also I have it hooked up to a knob so I can adjust it. Oh no, actually I'm lying to you. I do have a throttle cap on a knob, but that's actually not what we were talking about. We were talking about let me reset this race. Okay, so I think I have a custom curve. That's how I have mine done. So if you go into your model, oh, I'm running on my freestyle thing. Let me swap over to my...
Be on page 7, right?
I don't have numbers. It just says curves. So if you go to curves and then edit, and then you can change your curve that way. So I have a custom curve with 10 points. And it's just a normal curve until I hit about 50%, and then it starts getting a little steeper. And then the very last point, let's see here, which one do I have set? I have, so right now I'm running at 75%. So when my X is 75, my throttle's at 100. So I don't know if that helps as you're digging through it, but so yeah, custom curve on the model.
So how do you assign it to
How do you assign it to what?
the throttle? It's just a curve, right?
Well,
Or
it's a
not?
throttle curve, yeah. So it's a curve of your throttle. Oh, that's in the mixes or input? I forget.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in the inputs tab.
I still barely understand how to fucking do this throttle.
Ah.
Okay, I'm figuring this out.
Oh, oh, come on, that's bullshit. I gotta see what my best time on this was. Track leaderboard. Let's see. Of course, everybody who has top times on this is using a 5-inch. I need to keep scrolling down until I see some 7s. There we go. 369. I'm probably at the 90 to a little bit higher range. Barnyard's at 95. Joe Cool's at like 91. Screecher 97. Jeez, if these V-Ball 103, yeah, so I gotta be higher. Where am I at? There we go, 127 at 116. So I need to be a 116 3-lap race. Okay. And that's not gonna happen. Sorry, I crashed out before the first gate. Are you actually running this?
I'm about to. I'm just adjusting my curves.
Somebody else just joined in, so I'm gonna at least run this race to the end here.
Who that be?
Oh, and he already left.
Strong winner.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Nice, how's it going?
Hey, who's that?
It's Fister FPV.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. So I do have DRL on my PS5.
Yeah?
But, and it says it's cross-platform.
Okay.
I haven't spent a lot of time in it because to me it's like, it's not realistic at all. Like, to me, liftoff feels a lot more real except for the floatiness of it. So I haven't spent a lot of time in it, but I'm down to, like, you know, fly with you guys if y'all want to hop on there. And, go.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out, we're trying to get Austin set up on Velocidrone right now, and he does not have DRL.
Ah, okay.
But I'm good doing this for another like 20-30 minutes and hopping over to DRL. DRL is one that I have not played in probably a year, so it'll be interesting to hop back in that.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on and then start warming up, I guess. 'Cause like I said, I played it for like 10 or 15 minutes, and I was like, I feel like I'm flying a lead weight, because it just did not feel real at all.
Well, so like right now I'm running Street League and Velocidrone, and Street League is very similar to the Racer 4s. And so
I'm watching you guys right now, actually.
Yeah. So it's kind of that same thing where it's kind of it's a heavy quad. You gotta definitely plan and pull out. You can't just rely on power for it.
Yeah.
I like Street League though. I think my next build is going to be Street League.
Right now, the biggest thing I've flown is like I think is 2.5-inch or 3-inch quad.
Okay.
But I also just built a little micro, which is my first custom build that I posted in chat.
Okay, yeah, that was you. All right, I got you.
But yeah.
I built up a couple whoops and I flew in a couple whoop races, and they've been now collecting dust for like 2 months, and I don't know if I'm going to get back into them. They're fun.
So I practice racing on liftoff and stuff just to practice my precision and stuff.
Yep.
But for like my YouTube content and everything, I only plan on doing like freestyle and stuff like that. I've got like 10 or 12 videos uploaded to my channel. Like I said, I just started out in the hobby like maybe a month and a half ago or so.
Oh yeah, your baby.
Yeah, but you know, one of the local pilots that I fly with, who's been in for over a year now, whatever, he's been surprised with the progress and such I've made.
It's awesome, man.
I think getting into racing is definitely going to help your freestyle. It helped mine a
100%.
lot.
Yeah, it already did. So if you go back, if you like take the time and look at my channel and you look at where I first started out, like flying when I first got my Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle, and then you look at one of my later videos where I'm like flying my tadpole and stuff, you'll see like a drastic change in like my flight performance in just a matter of like a week. And that's because literally I was spending so much time in the liftoff simulator that like I was flying until like the pads on my thumb were numb. Because I'm in the military and I just had a kid and I'm on baby leave. So right now, like I don't have to go to work or anything like that. So literally all I have to do at home is take care of him and be practicing the simulator and stuff. So I have a lot of time to fly right now.
That's awesome, man. Hey, I just got a new personal best on that. Sweet. Booster FPV, what's up, man? Welcome. Join us. Get in here. Get in the Discord. dc.dfwfpv.club. Hop in. Even if you're not flying with us. We're going to be doing Velocidrone here for another 20-30 minutes, and we'll probably hop over to DRL, and that'll be fun. Like I was telling Austin, I think DRL is the most fun simulator that I've enjoyed, like from a game perspective, even if it's not the most realistic. So, I'm gonna keep trying to crush this, try and increase that time because I had a couple bobbles at one. Let's see. So, what kind of? You said you are flying like twigs.
Who, me?
Yeah.
So right now I'm flying the 2.5-inch Tiny Hawk Freestyle 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's currently down. And then also I have another 2.5-inch. It's on a baby tadpole frame that I got from our fellow pilot Chewy. And I messed up because I was trying to get a buddy into like flying and stuff, and I was letting him fly after watching the simulator and stuff. I'm like, okay, you're doing good. And then he literally took like a nosedive from like 100 feet up and just almost flat into the asphalt.
Yep.
And it winded up messing up the ESC and all. So I got an ESC on the way for it. But right now the only thing I got working is a little toothpick frame, and it's got 802 23,000 kV motors on it and 45 millimeter biprops, and a Runcam Nano 2 with a Happy Model Diamond 1S flight controller, AIO flight controller, and it's actually pretty quick for its size. I actually finished the build up yesterday, and I just kind of pieced a bunch of stuff together to get it to work. I couldn't find the right screws to go all the way through the carbon fiber to the motor mounts and everything. I got the screws to start, and then I had to use hot glue to hold them in place. That way it would lock the motors down. But even for all the like little things like that I've done to it, it still is an amazing little like a little frame, and it flies so well. I can like do anything I want to with it, honestly.
What system are you flying?
I fly analog, and I use Radio Master T16S, and then I use SkyZone 040X, I think it was, with OLED lenses, and then I got just a couple like cheap omnidirectional antennas, and then whenever I'm flying outside or whatever and I'm going to be flying like a lot of trees, I have the SkyZone 5.4 gigahertz patch antenna that I slap on there as well. Good
deal. Yeah, you gotta make the trip up one of these months to one of our meets, man.
Yeah, once I get some of my... Go ahead.
I was going to say, are you flying 2S or 3S?
So the fastest I've flown so far, or biggest I've flown, is 3S, and that's what currently my baby tadpole frame runs on. Because I like to do, like, with my freestyle stuff, I like to have a lot of thrust and control over it, because I like to do, like, a little bit of spinning, flying, but also I like to be able to do big punches and then nice fluid dives and stuff like that. I just like having a lot of responsiveness. So I'm thinking about maybe going up to 4S and trying it out, but you know, I'm still learning about the motors and batteries and how everything plays together, because like for example with my tadpole frame, I'm running Eachine 450 batteries with 80 to 160C discharge rate, and I get a lot of control out of this thing, right? But my buddy that I fly with, he gave me a battery that he just bought to put in it. I don't remember what brand it was, but literally I barely touched my throttle, and we were taking off from under an awning, and I smacked into the awning instantly. So, like, you know, I'm still learning about all that stuff and how it relates to each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're thinking, you know, you said that you're thinking about going up to 4S. If you have a quad that you're building or that you're gonna buy specifically for, well, I'll just say your next one, just go straight to 6S, because you're gonna keep going. You're gonna go 6S eventually. So save yourself from spending a whole bunch of money on 4S batteries that you're just gonna have collecting dust, which I have many. Even though I started on 6S. I started on 6S and DJI, so you know I came really late in the FPV game and was spoiled.
Yeah, I hear you.
But even with 6S, you can always throw a throttle limit on it to start. As a matter of fact, yeah.
I'm just gonna ask you what your opinion on running 4S KV with a 6S with a throttle limit.
Why would you go 4S in the first place then? Why would you get those motors in the first place? If it's like a new build or something. Now, if it's something that you have, it depends on. I mean, yes, you could do that and stay relatively safe. The issue is, what about that time that you forget? Then you burn out your motor. Like I have a throttle limit on a knob on my transmitter, and if I'm running, I really like 1750 kV motors for my 6S quad. That's fine for me, but then when I go to one of my quads that has, I think, 2300 kV motors, I have to use the throttle limit. I have to cut it. So, because that's a little bit too peppy, and I'll end up hitting, you know, the roof of something, or I try to do a throttle blip, and, you know, I'm 100 feet in the air before I know it. So, all right, let's get another race started here. All right, me and you, let's go head to head. Who's gonna take it?
Definitely you. See, I don't even think I'm running enough camera tilt.
I run 45 with these.
Okay, sick. Because normally whenever I play The Sims, I run about 45 to 50, depending upon the quad and the track.
Exactly. If I'm running a 5S, or 5S, excuse me. If I'm running a 5-inch, I'll run 50-degree tilt. But for these, I run 45.
See, I made a custom one and a lift off on the 3-inch Gecko frame.
Yeah.
And I run it at 45-degree tilt for just about all the races. There's actually only one race so far in the career that I can't get past, and it's because I can't get the quad to go slow enough for me to be able to make the maneuvers. It's in that stupid-ass parking garage.
The
parking garage
is
fun.
Parking garages in general are tricky. Yeah, that's another place where I'll definitely throw on a throttle limit no matter what motor I'm running.
Yeah.
We should have a meetup at a parking garage. That would be sick.
So I've thought about it. My work has a pretty sick parking garage, but you need a ID to get through it. And so if we're there, they're going to know that I work there. So I kind of don't want to cause issues with my work.
Come on, bro. Just badge everyone in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always just walk into it, so there's that too. But, well,
or just fly next to it, so
actually,
fly into it and shit.
I could have swore you flew at City Line, right?
I may have flown
in Richardson,
in
Plano.
Lots of drone, but no.
Okay.
I haven't flown at any office parks yet.
Okay.
It's definitely on my list, though.
Alright guys, well, don't worry about switching to DRL because it looks like I just had the trial version of it. And it's telling me to buy and restart the DRL sim to continue playing.
How much does it cost?
It's like $10 or something like that.
Okay, so go buy it. Go buy it and we'll hop over.
Nah, it's fine.
No. Go buy it. Come on. What are you doing?
Bro, at $10 I'll buy it too.
Peer pressure here.
Nah, I'm gonna just hold off because I don't really like it that much.
I got you.
And so, like, it's like not worth it to me because, like, unless y'all have these meetups like really often, on here, like I would never really play it because, like I say, I do all my fine tuning and practicing on liftoff.
I got you. Yeah,
Because like so far, like that's been the because I tried another one too. It was like the one that works with the DJI goggles or whatever that a lot of people play that like a good thing. The FPV or whatever it's called.
Trip. I like Trip. Trip is
Yeah.
cool.
To me, that one just didn't feel real either because it was like it was so fast and everything, but like there was no like drifting or like it didn't feel like there's any like real repercussions to your flying. You know what I'm saying? And
What-
it felt like more streamlined.
So I like Trip because I think that's probably I personally feel like Trip, you can get it set up where it feels more realistic than Liftoff. Okay.
Okay.
It feels more realistic than DRL, and it has way better graphics than Liftoff. So that's
That it does. It did have a lot of fun options for things you could do.
like doing
But
the
overall,
chasing of the
flight experience-
skydivers and stuff. I
Yes.
love doing that. Yeah.
Does sound pretty fucking epic.
Yeah,
Imagine
it was.
flying from the plane that they jump off of. That'd be sick.
I can make it happen. Oh, and actually, that's a really good opportunity to talk about next weekend. So next weekend, we're going to have a booth at the Airplanes and Coffee Fly-In at Alliance Airport.
Yeah, I was talking to my girlfriend about going to that. She
Yeah,
wants to go.
Dude, you should come out. Ever been in a small airplane before?
Nope, never.
Well, if you want to, we can make it happen. And-
Will I get yelled at if I bring a tiny whoop?
You, there is no flying. There's no flying. Now, here's the thing. If it is indoor, then the FAA has no say. But I can tell you right now, because I've already... I know the guys running everything.
Yeah,
We really don't want to piss anybody off, because I'm also trying to get whoop races in at these events. So I kind of don't want to, leave a bad taste in anybody's mouth before we have
feel
that
you.
set up. So, but I mean, you do you. I'm not your boss. I can't
I was
arrest you.
mainly just kidding anyway, because I knew it was on an airport. I knew that was a dumb question.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, if it's indoors, FAA has no jurisdiction. They can't say anything about it. But airport management can ask you to leave and then get you for trespass. But, yeah, I've been trying to get drone races for these events for 6 months now. But there's just something comes up all the time where it's not happening. So yeah.
Yeah, tiny whoop race in a freaking airplane hangar would
Yep.
be so sweet.
Yeah, exactly. So,
You could even
We-
do 85 mil whoop.
yeah. I'm trying to get Jay from Dallas Drone Racing hooked up with these guys, but they keep kind of, I don't know. John, if you're watching, who runs Airplanes and Coffee, get a hold of Jay, make it happen. Let me know what I need to do to help. We are even looking at doing some outdoor races, but I don't think I'm not comfortable with that, because the Airplanes and Coffee fly-ins, they get like 100 airplanes in and they're flying all day long.
Right.
So the airspace is just really busy at every airport. Plus, Alliance is not a small airport, so it's definitely not going to happen at Alliance. I have the calendar that I have their calendar for the next year, so I got to start making things happen. If you can't make this one, do you know Rob Robertson?
Did you not?
Okay, so he's one of the VPs for the FPV Freedom Coalition, but his day job is he runs drone operations for Arlington Police Department.
Oh, that's sick.
And I would say
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I would actually, well, I don't want to say he runs it, but he's a sergeant in that division. I forget exactly how at what level he is. So if he's watching, sorry, dude. Anyway, I'm trying to get them out. Maybe to do some demos and stuff for the January fly-in event, and that's going to be in Midlothian. So
I think I watched a police video not too long ago where they used an Avata to find a dude that was sleeping in a big warehouse.
yep, yeah,
It was
they
really cool.
really like the Avatas for doing especially the indoor stuff, and minimizing risk.
Really, any sine loop or anything like that would be great for like flying around indoors for them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Ovada's got a lot of hand holding, so it makes it safer.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was on the news a couple months ago about how drones were helping with 4th of July events, fireworks calls and stuff like that.
Do they need any private sector pilots?
I mean, they're hiring, but at least I think they're always hiring.
I just want to fly for the cops.
Yeah, well, I don't think that works, but there are some other organizations that kind of can help with that. I went to a aviation mixer thing last week, and somebody gave a presentation on that. After this race, I can see if I can pull up some of that info. Oh, I hit that gate. Oh, that's bullshit. It said I didn't hit it. Man, I was going to have a good time, too. That's one thing I don't like about the sim versus real life. Sometimes it's a little buggy.
Oh, yeah. There's been plenty of times I've almost put my radio through my TV playing liftoff on a race because I will fly directly through the gate multiple times and like lose like 30 seconds off my time because I had to go through that gate like 8 times before it registered it.
How is liftoff on PS?
So from what I was just seeing on the green when you guys were playing, that water tower and stuff that you were flying is not even a thing on the maps on the PlayStation. What? And then also that map you guys were doing with the lava and stuff, the Bando building, like that's not a thing either. Like
I wonder if they don't update it anymore.
The only one that's actually really fun to play on here is Bando City. And
I like that one.
They have Strawvale, which is really empty. The Green, Hall 26, and then that parking garage one. And I think that's really all they have on here. And then, of course, you can do race, infinite race, race pursuit, freestyle, or just free flight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's not. I just realized there's not as many options on here. Currently, my PC's down. It's moving like super slow and not really loading anything. Or else I would get liftoff on it and then another simulator on it so I could play there. But unfortunately, like I say, I got to get that checked out.
Yeah.
But you know, if you guys get bored later today after you get done or whatever, feel free to check out my channel though, my YouTube channel.
What's your channel?
At Fister FPV.
Fister FPV. All right. I'll check it out later.
All right. Appreciate it. And then if you guys have a personal channel or whatever, I'd check them out as well.
Just right here, DFWFPV, baby.
All right.
I have my. What's yours? Sorry.
MFFPV.
Yep.
Fucking FPV.
So I was going to ask about that because there was kind of a spin-off group from this is really when it was called FPV DFW. There's a group MF FPV, which is just motherfuckers, right? So I wasn't sure if like you created that from that group or not.
No.
What was it? What'd you say it was again?
MFFPV was the group. They're not really active. But it was kind of a handful of people that kind of spun off from our group.
No, I needed to change my YouTube name, and I was thinking for literally months. And then one day I was in the shower, I was like, what about MFFPV? That kind of has a ring to it. It's a fucking FPV.
All right,
that's what I
looked
changed
it up and I don't see it. MFFPV?
Just look up fucking FPV.
Yeah, that's right. MOFUGGIN.
Yeah, fucking.
So here's a question. This is from our Facebook chat. Hey guys, thinking about switching from Crossfire over to Express LRS. I have an FrSky X10s with little mod to let me run Crossfire module at 2 watt. It works pretty well, but I want something that feels more like a game controller. I'm eyeballing the Radio Master Zorro, wondering if it's worth to switch. I don't know. You guys have opinions on that? I got ideas.
I mean, he's already. Go ahead.
My buddy Chewy has a Radio Master Zorro, and it feels exactly like I'm holding an Xbox controller. gimbals that he has on it, the stick ends are just normal gimbal stick ends. But I've seen where you can get ones that are broader and flatter, and then it would be exactly like holding the gamepad controller.
Yeah.
And it's got the adjustable gimbal tension as well. He keeps his pretty loose, but I like for my gimbals to have a little bit of resistance, so that I have that snappy feeling whenever I release them and stuff, and it helps me keep track of where I'm at.
Yeah.
See, in my opinion, if he's already got receivers for
Crossfire. Yep.
Crossfire, then he might as well just get like they have a Crossfire gamepad controller.
Yeah. Well, he's really asking two different questions, right? He's asking, should I swap from Crossfire over to ELRS? That's one question. Then it's the question of, how is the Zorro? That's a separate question.
Okay, I can answer the question on the Zorro, like, works really great and all, but unfortunately, I'm still running FR Sky protocol, and I'm actually about to make the switch to ELRS because I'm trading an Emacs Easy Pilot to a guy who's trying to get his daughter into it. He's sending me some ELRS 65mm whoops.
Yep.
So I'll have to see how that goes.
Yep.
Get yourself a Boxer.
Yep.
I have a Radio Master T16S version 2 or version 2 or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Mark II. Yep.
Hall effect gimbals
Yep,
and all,
yep, yep.
and I absolutely love it.
Do they make internal modules for these that you can switch it to ELRS?
Well,
whenever you
that you can
buy
swap.
it, you have to get if when you buy it initially, you can get it with an internal module, but mine doesn't. I have to put the external module on the back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What I'm wondering is if they make an option to where you can just switch the internal module.
No, I mean, you might be able to, but I haven't heard anybody doing that. Doesn't seem. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the answer is really
also,
no.
They do sell the T16S with just ELRS. It doesn't have an option for anything else.
Yeah, but he's talking about swapping it. Yep.
Yeah.
This gate is not working for me.
Hold on, I'm swapping over to your flying. Okay. Yeah, why isn't that working? Oh, no, I know why. It's because we're not racing right now.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll start the race, but I'm not going to race it. I'm just going to watch you. Okay.
Oh, God. Okay.
Hold on, let me figure. Race leaderboard. Session player list. Come on, how can I see you? Do I have to, like, quit the... How do I quit? There we go. Is it still working for you, or is it not? Did I quit the race?
Now.
Okay, cool. All right, so Greg, your questions. So let's do Crossfire versus ELRS first, okay? If you already have stuff that is Crossfire, you really have to question, why are you going to switch to ELRS? All right. If the only reason you're thinking about swapping to ELRS is because you want to get a transmitter that has ELRS built in, what does that matter? Because you already have the external module. Yeah, you already have an external module for Crossfire, which you can use on an ELRS radio and still use your Crossfire stuff. So I guess you're trying to say, are your future builds going to be ELRS versus Crossfire? Okay. ELRS is open source. It is cheaper. I think updates are coming out quicker. So those are your benefits of ELRS, right? Crossfire is not bad, especially if you're doing freestyle stuff, or I should say if you are not doing super long range stuff. If you're doing long range stuff, ELRS is wonderful. I don't know long range enough. I haven't done enough long range stuff to say anything about Crossfire. I also haven't ever used Crossfire. But that's kind of the gut feeling that I get from knowledge is if you're doing long range, get ELRS. It makes sense. If you already have Crossfire, you already have the Crossfire module, and you're just looking for a new controller, and you're okay using the external Crossfire module, yeah, get ELRS controller. Totally makes sense.
So since the question is about the Zorro,
that's the second
Zorro
question.
Only 50? Isn't the Zorro only 50 milliwatt anyway?
I think it's two. I don't know. Let me try and look that up. Maybe I can look that up. Radio Master Zorro ELRS output power. because the TX16S Mark II that I have with ELRS built in is 250. But again, for everything I do, geez, it's enough.
And it also depends on your flying style as well, whether or not you pinch your thumb.
Well, that has nothing to do with the power output.
Well, not the power output, but I'm talking about how you would like the radio.
Yeah,
overall,
we'll get to,
Well-
we'll get to that in a minute too.
I got to fly with a Zorro at the last meetup we did, and I'm a pincher, and it still was comfortable for me. I was still able to. I didn't like the way he had his rates set up, but you know, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Does not have the power output. Operational current, so that's current doesn't count. Okay. I mean, again, the output power only matters if you really care about it enough. The other thing that's worth mentioning, though, is people hate setting up ELRS. It can be a pain for version updates, and I mean, I've done it so much now that the pain isn't that bad for me. But updating ELRS can be annoying. Right, so I'm not sure the output power. But yeah, so to your one point, if you want a game style controller because you know how they feel and you think they're better for you, right? Zorro seems like a wonderful option. I recently picked up a Radio Master Pocket because I wanted a cheap solution that I could have like people brand new to the hobby at our events kind of just grab a controller and then fly one of our drones. It's great for $70. And that's about what I'll say about it. It is really good for the money that you pay for it, but it is not a premium product, right? So if you like game style and you want something more premium, Zorro is absolutely the way to go. So it's not, Zorro isn't even all that much more money. Let's see here, how much are they running? So 120 bucks. So the Pocket at 70, or you spend an extra 50 bucks to get the Zorro, you're good to go. Now that gives you the option to put the AG01s into the Zorro later on if you want to upgrade. So I really think that the Zorro is a really good option.
The Zorro uses also a special battery type, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep. So does the Pocket. So does I think all the game style controllers use that. Right? Yes. Yes, sir.
But that's not what the Zorro uses, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep.
But did you just put on 50 prop damage, or did you take 50 prop damage?
Well, it was 50%, so I don't know. And that number's going to go up because I'm bouncing off stuff left and right.
I hadn't seen that notification before. You fly too good, so, you know.
Aww. No, I don't. I really don't.
But then me, I'm over here. I think my best time is 62 seconds or some shit like that. I'm over here just on the ground because I keep crashing.
Oh. I don't get it. I tap the ground and I got 50% prop damage, but I slam into gates and I bounce, and like it's like, nah, you're good.
Well, I mean, think about it in real life. It's just realistic. You hit a gate, you're probably okay, right? You hit the ground, you're probably not okay, right?
I don't know. Usually when I hit a gate, something breaks. my camera breaks, or my battery lead comes off, or
I'm not getting any better at this. I feel like I'm getting worse. And reset doesn't work the way it does in the other game, Liftoff.
Well, we want to hop over to DRL. Ha ha ha.
DRL.
I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to have in here anyway, but
I don't know if I want to buy it. Do I?
all right. I was gonna change tracks, but trying to think on which one. You want something easier or harder than this?
They don't matter to me. More interesting.
All right. Well, in that case, let's do the. You said the magic
the
words.
challenge.
Yeah. All right.
Normally, whenever someone says, "Well, in that case, you're about to find something really interesting out."
Yeah, I fucked around and found out.
So that's the multi GPIO Velocidrone. Oh no, I'm looking for the FAI World Champ. No, was it this? Yeah, this one. Okay, here we go. All right, this one's a little bit nuts. Do I gotta?
Oh my god, there's so much shit.
All right, so you go down this long corridor, you come upstairs, and then you do a 180 to the right, and you go downstairs. Oh, and
Bad.
I don't think I've flown this with Street League. I've only flown it with my Freedom spec.
Oh, I'm trying to take this slow. Want to learn it.
Whoops.
Ugh. Just think about making some gates to bring to the meetups.
Yeah, I've priced some out to.
I'm actually looking at some from Weebleed that are they're blow up gates, and they have bases that you can stand them up anywhere, and they're made for the whoops and stuff. So I've been thinking about getting them. It's a $3. I mean, it's $14 for a pack of 3 of them or something like that. I want to say.
Are you talking the ones that's made out of like that aluminum foil type, like balloon material?
I'm pretty sure that's what they are.
Like the newbie drone one?
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking about just grabbing some pallets and pulling them apart and nailing them together or something.
No,
Maybe grab some PVC pipe or something.
I was looking at actual race gates, so it'd be about $150 for the fabric and about $150 at Home Depot for the like PVC and everything for them.
Jeez.
I think a little bit more than that. So, and that'd be for 5 gates, so about $300 for 5 of them.
Ah, damn, that's not anything like I expected. That's way more. I gotta make a couple gates for like $50 or something.
Yeah, like I said, it's about $150 for 5 gates worth of fabric, and then you still got to get the PVC and.
What if you made them just solely out of PFC with nothing else?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like paint them yellow or something like that.
Yeah, because you can get like a 100-foot section of PVC for
Yeah, but
nothing.
but you also need the rebarb to get them in the ground, right?
No, because you can build a T-stand for them at the bottom where they just sit on top of the ground.
Then that shit just knocks over.
Yeah, you have to go and pick them up every time someone hits it.
Yep.
Put sandbags on the ends.
Ah, there you go.
Well, not okay. So what's more, sandbags or the rebarb?
Well, depend like
probably not that much of a difference.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and grab some trash bags and fill it full of sand at the meetup.
Yeah, I thought about saying that, but I didn't want to just sound argumentative and just keep well.
No, argue with me. Argue with me. Yell at me. Yell at me. Tell me the right way to do stuff. I'm also
the right way, just the ghetto way.
I'm also one of those people that's like, I don't spend money wisely. So I'm like, I want to get the correct stuff and the proper things and look, Like I was looking at custom gate fabric for the club. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. But honestly, I need to start having some club revenue before I go personally broke for spending so much.
You need to host like paid races. Once you
No,
get good
I mean,
enough, I guess.
I'm not enough of a racer. And not only that, but we have such a good Dallas drone racing club here. Like I wouldn't know what I'm doing, and even if I tried, I couldn't hold a candle of those guys. Like, why would I? I'd rather just
Fair
collaborate with those guys, but that's not talking about revenue. That's just talking about, you know, good things
Well,
for the club.
Let me add this. This is so the only reason I haven't even attempted to join them is because I feel like the ceiling is too high for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The skill ceiling. So it would be cool to have a more informal, more approachable version.
Yeah.
Maybe not like have hundreds of dollars, but you know, we each pay $5. You walk away with, you know, a little cut of that at the end of the night. You know, maybe not much, but something towards gates.
Also, I don't know if you know or not, in Temple, which is like also like an hour away from me, they have the Temple Racing League or whatever.
They do.
And
Yep.
on Saturdays they have their you know, come out and you can fly and stuff like that. I just didn't know if you guys were aware of that
Yep.
or not.
Oh yeah,
No, I didn't
absolutely.
know that.
That's a big club out there. Those are good guys.
I plan on getting my 3-inch ones fixed up and everything, and then taking them out there and flying, because they said it was $5 and you could fly for the day.
Yeah. Well, even Dallas Drone Racing, they, you know, their fun flies are, I think, generally free or $10 if they charge anything.
Oh, nice.
I need to follow them more because I just haven't.
I'll just go out there and watch the races and hang out with those guys. Now, here's the thing, to your point earlier, the skill ceiling is high if you want to be competitive, but those guys are really nice about brand new people on. They want more people that are new into it,
my
right?
thing is that like I haven't had a chance to like actually like test my abilities that much, and like as far as flying gates and stuff in real life with real drones.
Yeah.
Just simply because I don't have anywhere to do it, but it is something I'm interested in,
Yeah.
and that I would like to become proficient in.
That's the thing. Even though, like, yeah, you know, Dallas has some of the super skilled guys, they're really awesome about helping brand new people out in it.
Because like in a simulator, you know, and like liftoff, I can do these races like 2 or 3 times, and then I can like fly them backwards and forwards with my eyes closed.
That's
at
awesome.
Almost any camera tilt, just because I've flown them 5 or 6 times, and now I memorized exactly like when to cut my throttle, when to add throttle, and so more I keep doing them, the faster and faster I keep doing them.
Yep.
But I actually just love doing it. The racing just sounds so much fun, and I want to try it in real life.
Temple or Dallas Drone Racing would be, yep.
Temple's
guys.
a little bit more feasible for me because it's like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Where I live.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, even when I go out to the Dallas Drone Racing Carrollton field, that's about an hour drive for me. So
Yeah. Anyway, I got a company coming over. It was great talking with you guys, and maybe one day I'll be able to make it one of the meets.
Yeah, man. Hope to see you there soon.
yeah, good chatting, man.
All right,
Have a good one. Peace.
you as well.
All right, I'm watching you.
That's just gonna make me fly worse.
Oh no, I'm not watching anymore. Nope, definitely not.
Yeah, you're definitely not watching. This tower, I hate that it exits that way because I only know how to split S it.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah,
don't-
you when you're starting to come down, you basically flatten out and then yaw towards the right direction. Probably the easiest to bounce.
See, that was because you're watching.
I'm
I
not
haven't
watching.
hit
I
one
don't know
of
what
those
you're talking
yet.
about. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Oh, you crashed? I didn't know, man. Let's see here. What time is it? 11:20. All right. Tell you what, I am going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. So if there's something you want to do, or change a map or even change a game for 20 minutes or so, I am down to do whatever you want to do, man.
I'm down for whatever too. This track is pretty cool.
Yep.
We're just getting used to it.
Yep. This one took me about like 15 or 20 tries before I kind of remembered, you know, which ones are the corkscrews and which ones are just straight through. Yep. Like that. Line up. Oh, I was going to say flatten out, flatten out.
It was spawning way up there.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go again.
So you're still
Doing it
like
again.
still like half as fast as you.
Oh, yeah, but I crashed right off the block there.
Right off the bat. You ain't got launch control, bro. See, you did that way tighter. I blew that out.
So those stairs used to get me really bad. You got to like pitch down and like really flatten out when you're coming out of it. Ah! Well, I crashed there too. Letting you catch up.
I'm at the end of your tail now. Aw, oh, damn it, except I went through that gate the wrong way.
Yep. I went through that one the wrong way. Oh, and I bounced like hell through the tower as well, so.
See, I'm all for going places where I can break my drone. I just don't ever want to lose it again. That shit was horrible.
Yeah.
I like fixing my broken drone, believe it or not.
No,
I don't like spending money on it.
Yeah. No, I enjoy building.
I use that last step as like a little boost to turn me around. I'm gonna get a sponsor so I can, like, just throw away one-way whoops.
Oh! Oh, it didn't register it. I totally went through. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Jonathan, when he flies this one, he always yells at me. He's like, full throttle, whole way. Full throttle. I'm like, no, I can't. I crash into things.
Yeah, no, he's a hell of a pilot.
I'm sorry, we're not allowed to say nice things about him on this stream.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. He's a
Guy.
shitty pilot. Fuck
Man,
that guy.
He might be watching. Surprised he's not in here. He might be working.
I still feel bad. I made him stay like an hour after that last meetup, the one where we went to the bando.
Oh, with the
and
car
just
thing.
to help me unlock my car.
Dude.
My dumb ass. I'm calamity when I come to your fucking meetups.
That's what I was saying, between the car thing and the drone getting lost 500 feet in the air.
Yeah, I'm just glad I had a band on me. It's motivation.
Ooh.
Otherwise, I'd still not have a drone.
The band on you?
$100.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard it called that. I'm old. Have you talked to Trevor since then?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I've chatted with him a few times. Good dude.
Maybe. Actually, I think I saw him wasn't he at the Silos meetup?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I
Well,
saw him then.
the silos. Well, what do you mean?
Oh, are you talking about when he went and got my drone?
No, that was the silos.
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about the bando meetup where I locked myself out of the car.
Oh. Sorry, if you're gonna race it, might as well actually start a real race. All right. 2, 1. Hey, didn't crash that time. Ooh, had a hell of a bounce though.
No, damage your prop some more so I can keep up.
It'll happen. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Just happened.
I'm not crashing, I'm just not going fast enough.
Well, that's fine, because I'm crashing, and I'm trying to go fast. Have you messed around, or are you familiar with Freedom Spec?
I mean, I've flown the Freedom Spec drones in Velocidrone, but I don't really know what it is.
Okay, so Freedom Spec is a spec class. It's basically the one that got me into racing. Because everybody uses the same motors, same battery. It basically tries to just have everyone use the same hardware, right?
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, and it uses an RPM limiter in the software. Okay, so what that means is nobody's motors can go faster than 18,000 RPM. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so theoretically, that means the competition is all about how good you fly, not the equipment you have.
Right.
Also, since it is flying slower than like open class, it's a little bit cheaper because you're not replacing stuff because you're not hitting stuff as hard and as fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really like Freedom Spec. So if you were gonna get into racing, I'd recommend a Freedom Spec build. It's also pretty easy because they, lay everything out for you and say, this is the motor you need. This is, everything else. And here's the software you need. So you don't really have to mess around with too much.
It's not like the Street League where you have a bunch of options.
So Street League is also spec racing. But
But they have like a list of approved motors.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. Street League has more options to use than Freedom Spec. Correct. Yep. So yeah, next time we're out, next time we get together, I'll bring my Freedom Spec quads. You want to take a look at them?
Does Freedom Spec, do they have cheap motor options or cheap options in general?
So there's essentially only one motor you could use, and that is the 533 2207, I think the 1960 kV motors. I say kind of two because there's one that is unbranded. It's still a 533 motor, but it's not branded as the heads up motor.
Okay, so they're not like limited to like just T motors or something like that, right?
It's limited to the 533 motors.
Okay, so just
So the 533 2207 1960 kV Freedom Spec motors are the only ones you could use. Maybe they're going to change that for next season or something, but that is what it is right now.
Are they like $20? Probably $20 pop,
I think they're about 16. I think they're about $16. Let's see. Let's pull it up.
That's why I'm like interested in the Street League, because I can. They allow the Emax Eco 2s, and those are cheap.
Yeah,
$13.
but you're gonna spend more on other stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, those props are like $7. Although one thing that I do hear about Street League is, since the speeds are so much slower and the builds are so much heavier, they're way more robust, so you're way less likely to break that stuff. That's what I've heard. Yeah, so the heads up 533 motor is $22. Or you can get it
just like premium.
Or you can get it with the MR30 connectors for $24.
Is it worth it to use the connectors? Because are you like changing motors in the middle of flight or something?
Yeah. Okay, so my history with those motors are mixed because I went down to Houston for a race for one of the Freedom Spec races, but I had screwed up my ESC settings, so I ended up burning out 4 motors in 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah. And I didn't know what was going on with it, so when it got to race, I did this before race day. And so when it came to race day, I was angry. I was not in a good mood. All the cool people that I had met there, they probably thought I was an asshole. And they're like, just go check your ESC settings. I'm like, nah, screw it. I'll deal with it when I get home. And sure enough, like I had J-Box take a look at it like a couple weeks later, and he was like, dude, what did you do to your ESC? Like, don't do that. Just and so from then on, I don't mess with the ESC settings anymore. Because it was my own stupid reason for why stuff wasn't working.
I have a feeling I did something similar with my tiny whoop.
Yeah.
Flashed the Blue Jay and then burned up all my motors.
Ooh. What the heck? I can't rate profile 3. Okay. Somebody else joined, so I wanted to get a race going. Not to leave him in the hanging. Leave him hanging.
Wombat.
Yeah.
I had a teacher in middle school that thought wombat was a curse word.
That doesn't make any sense.
She wouldn't let us say wombat. And we just say it just to piss her off.
Yeah, that's very strange. Like, I don't even know where you'd get that from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh. Will I beat Wombat? Find out tomorrow.
Right here on... Ooh, nailed that flag. That wasn't good.
Look. That was sloppy. Honestly, I just want to get good at racing so that way I can group up tight with other people that are flying, because that feels really cool.
Yeah.
Flying with other people. Oh.
Oh, I just lapped somebody. I don't know who it was.
Yeah. Keep talking, buddy.
I've had experience on this map before, though, so it's not that I'm good. It's just that I've been bad longer than you have.
I've been trash longer than you've been flying.
I don't know. Let's see how Wombat's doing. Yeah, I think he's just learning the track too. Oh, and he's running 5-inch. Man, I cannot run open quads. I just go way too fast. I don't have the reflexes.
Get good.
Yeah. That's why I like Freedom Spec, because it's slower. I can do Freedom Spec.
It flies 6S, but also doesn't have the reflexes to fly fast in a video game.
Well, you know.
I'm just giving you shit.
It's alright. I can take it. It's because I fly 6S doesn't mean that I fly quickly well.
I may fly 6S, but that throttle limit's always at 50%.
Yeah.
Might as well just be flying 4S.
Yep.
Save you some money. No, from what I understand, I thought you could make a 4S quad as fast as a 6S.
maybe
with
once
6S batteries.
with
maybe
6S
once.
batteries. So
Yeah, you just with the auto limits. It would be the same speed.
you mean, here's the thing. The only thing that really makes a quad 4 or 6S, at least the main thing, is your motors, right? Your motor
Right.
KV, okay? So what you're talking about is doing a high KV motor with a 6S battery. You're way more likely to burn them out, okay? Or have desyncs. So is it worth it? You just get 6S motors.
And you can fly 6S motors with 4S. And just
Sure,
like dog
absolutely.
slow,
Yeah,
right?
and you'll be slow. Yep.
Oh, it'd be like I'm flying Freedom class. So then 5-inch really is just kind of the sweet spot, huh?
Yep. I say that it kind of depends on sweet spot for what, because I'll tell you what, I love my 3-inch freestyle frame. I love that quad so much.
My first quad that was bigger than a whoop was a Toro 79. It was a 3-inch, and
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah?
It flew like shit. I think it was just because I didn't know what I was doing, and the motors I had were really crap.
I have the Quad Mula F3, and I fucking love that thing so much, but I am looking at selling it because they came out with the 2.5 that'll make being under 250 grams a little bit easier, because my F3 is like at 250 grams. So I'd like to have a little bit more headroom there, so I can still claim that I'm flying legally.
I don't even care about that anymore.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
I'm
I
just gonna
know.
do it.
I feel like I have to, though, if I'm putting stuff out on YouTube and stuff.
I mean, none of the other creators would really care. I mean, look at fucking XJet or Bardwell or...
Well, Bardwell is.
Bog
100%.
Rider.
No, that's the thing. Bardwell says the same exact thing that I say. Me and him are in lockstep.
But then he's like, also, here's how you can fuck with the FCC.
Yeah, and I say that too. Matter of fact, I have one running over my shoulder right now. That's always in my window. And I don't fuck with the FCC, by the way. No, that's not what I'm doing. But here's the thing. Anytime Bardwell asks about it, do you know what his answer is? The same thing that I've said from the start of it. I say, whatever your decision is, I think it is a dumb thing to admit to breaking the law in a public area. So that's the first thing. Do what you're going to do,
fair.
but if you're going to break the law, you don't go on YouTube and say, fuck the FAA, I'm breaking the law. I think that is dumb, especially if your livelihood or you have a business or an organization that you represent. That is not
Yeah.
good business. It's not smart. So since I'm live streaming right now, I'll say it again. Everybody should follow the law. Everybody should follow the law. I have I do have my remote ID. I have it. So if you're part 107, you have to comply. You don't like doing it, but you have to. I look at it like speeding. Everybody speeds. Everybody knows you speed, and you just hope that the cop that's up ahead doesn't see you. Now, if you're driving a really flashy car and you are exceeding it really badly, and then you post about it on the internet, don't be surprised if that cop calls you and says, we saw this, you're doing something stupid. So anyway,
Fair enough.
now all of that is called risk evaluation. So yeah, I'm
What
so
you would
mad
want.
we didn't get granted our FRIA. I'm still bitter about that. Oh well.
I think those are gonna have to be updated. The rules and regulations about FRIAs, because there's no reason that they can't grant a FRIA to a private property.
Yeah,
Like-
well, kind of.
Like the whole Bardwell thing, where he got, that's just unreasonable.
Nah, I don't know if I agree with that one. I think that there should be exceptions for private property in most cases, but I don't think a FRIA should even be. I don't think a FRIA should apply to a private property at all.
Okay, then like you said, then there needs to be a different kind of exception
Yep.
for
I agree.
private property, especially if it's you're in uncontrolled or Class G
Yep.
airspace.
Yep.
You're not near an airport or anything. What the fuck's the problem? If dude can come and land his ultralight in my field, then I should be able to fly a drone in my field. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not even sure if I agree with that. And I'm a pilot. And there are reasons for that, because when I'm piloting an airplane that I am in, the risk profile is a lot different than a drone. Okay. I have way more vested interest and experience doing manned flight, right? I have a lot more control. I have a lot more situational awareness when I am actually in the aircraft that I'm flying. Okay. So that is something that I go back and forth on, you know? So that's the perspective, I think, of the FAA is, well, if you're in the aircraft, you have way more situational awareness of what's going on than if you're in a drone. And also much more to lose. And also there are other things that aren't really documented, such as if you're flying an ultralight, you're probably not an 8-year-old kid, right? Meanwhile, a drone, any 8-year-old kid can go out and get it, and they may not understand or have awareness of what's going on to be safe enough with it. So anyway, not to always play devil's advocate, like I understand that argument, but yeah, and I don't like what's going on with regulations. You're right, a lot of shit needs to change, because it is not pretty how it is. The biggest thing is it's not enforceable, especially when the FAA drone team is only like 5 people right now. So
I know. I've talked to cops that don't even know anything about it.
yeah, my buddy Rob, who I was talking about earlier, that's one of his big outreach efforts, is to try and inform police departments about drone operations, what's legal, what's not, how to approach people, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was flying at that. I can't remember what park it was. It's over there by you, right off of the lake.
Oh yeah.
I'm just flying my drone. I come in for a landing, and I take my goggles off, and I look up, and there's a cop in a Suburban driving over the park to me.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. I don't have any.
He just wanted to come say, he just wanted to come say hi. He's like, hey man, I saw you flying. That looks cool.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't have any problem with that. I have not had a negative experience with police officers and drones yet. I've had a couple positive ones, but it also depends on where you're at and how you react to people, right?
Yeah. Didn't you, you guys uploaded a video where security came up to you at the baseball park this last meetup, right?
No, we went up to him.
Oh, okay.
And so he was security, and we just, wanted to let him know, hey, this is what we are, so like don't go having a problem with us because we're trying to be legitimate. And we knew that it was a bando, so like place is spray painted to hell, right?
Right.
So we just wanted to clarify, look, we're not going to damage anything, we're just taking pictures, and if you need us here. But yeah, as soon as we got there, he was like, y'all are trespassing, you need to get off the property. We're like, all right, no problem.
That's cool.
Ah, crap, I crashed. I was having a good run too. And that guy, he looked like a really young dude, and like I said, before we even got to say hello, he was like, y'all are trespassing. I'm like, okay, so you're obviously taking the script. Like, you're just saying what you've been told to say anytime you see anybody on the property without having a conversation with anyone, which is fine, whatever, right? We don't own that property, so
right.
It's like somebody coming onto my property. So
I'm gonna come fly a tiny whoop in your front yard.
the guy did walk the, he would walk the grounds every once in a while and see us flying. He, never gave us any problems or anything. We also never gave him a reason to, so. Oh, I had a couple crash outs, so this is not going to be a great time for me.
I don't think I've done better than 62 seconds. And I just crashed.
Oh, and I missed that gate. I forgot where I was.
Starting to get the hang of this track. Good, don't pass me.
All right, I won't again. Okay. I think I got one more, and then I think I'm wrapping it up.
Fair enough. No one else really showed up.
Yeah, I'm
Nerds.
Yeah. I mean, I did just kind of cancel it like 2 days ago, so
Fair enough.
didn't give a whole lot of time.
Yeah, but if you were gonna go to that meetup, then you obviously had this
Yeah.
time slot open, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean everybody checked the page, and so I wonder who showed up,
Oof,
if anybody did.
big oof. It's not raining over here. It hasn't been raining over here. So I wonder if it's totally possible people showed up and are flying right now.
Brad posted a picture there, but I don't know if that was like, I don't know if he was physically there this morning or if he just grabbed a picture from news or something. All right, let's see this tower dive. Woo! All right. Saved it at the end there. Nice. Bling.
It's 61 seconds.
No breaks. No breaks. All right, this is the last one. Make it count.
No breaks. All right. Ugh, no brakes isn't working. I hit that last step and now I'm stuck. Like, I feel like I should put my tilt up, but I feel like if I put my tilt up, I'm gonna be hitting the ground a lot.
Yeah, you just got to be on the throttle more. Oh, I nailed that tower. Yeah, you're not catching up with me now.
Oh no, I've already crashed like 4 times. I'm glad this isn't real life. I wouldn't have any props.
Be breaking stuff left and right. Yep.
Oh. Catch me with a pair of pliers trying to bend my last set of props out so I can fly. Oh.
I went way too high on the tower dive. That's all right. I saved it. Ooh, boy. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to pass you.
Yeah, you fucked up, bro.
Just follow me.
That's what I've been trying to do this whole time. It's been a long time since I've played any of the Sims, and I think flying in real life has improved my Sim experience.
Yeah. By the way, just completely crash out on the tower. Oh, it's still not going to be my best time. Damn it. Ah.
It did.
That's lap 40. All right.
Oh. Put the damn gate.
What's funny is not funny. It's just like, don't feel bad because I have flown this track, so I at least learned it. You're talking about the Dallas Drone Racing guys. Like, those guys would just crush me in this. They could be flying 7-inch. I'll be flying 5-inch, and they'll still kick my ass. So I have so much respect for the people who like do this and go, oh man, I was slow by a tenth of a second. And I'm like, I don't even count in tenths of a second. I count in tens of seconds.
I mean, that's how all the guys at the top are competing.
Yep.
It's literally if one guy blows out of just a little bit on one turn, that's how he loses.
Yep.
It's like real race cars. They don't really change position from the start. You know.
Is this your last lap?
Yeah,
Bring it home.
I
Bring it
think, yeah,
home.
is.
Nice and smooth. Nice smooth tower dive here.
Almost.
I mean, technically it was a smooth tower dive. There you go.
Yeah, if it was freestyle, it would have been acceptable.
Yep. Nice. All right, man.
That was-
I'm gonna wrap up and head out of here. Good flying with you though, man. Really appreciate you coming by.
It's been fun.
And
Thank you
I'll
for-
yeah, I'll get on Jonathan to figure out the next team thing, which hopefully we'll hit up in a couple weeks. But God, it's cold out today, so I'm not looking forward to that.
I love the cold. It's okay.
Oh God, cold. No, thank you. I moved from the Midwest to get away from that shit. So
I moved from Phoenix hoping it would be cooler here, and it hasn't been at all.
all right, yeah. Phoenix, that's a hot spot. Company has a office out there. I really like it, but all right, dude. Have a good weekend. What's left of it, man.
Yeah, you too. Peace out.
See ya. All right. Before I head out, okay, let me switch over to this. I promised I would show the, no, where are we going? Where were we going? Not the bench, not that. No, not that, not that. Come on. Where are we, baby? All right, I guess we are just going to use this. All right, let me go grab the drone. Headphones. All right. So this is the 533 Freestyle prototype frame. We'll take a nice look at the bottom here. So yes, I do have it taped up. I think I'm going to name her Aqua because I got a ton of blue on this sucker. But you see the side profile frame. This is my first toilet tank quad. I kind of like it. It does have a thicker plate than like my Quad Mula F5. So it's a little bit wider. It'll fit a full-size old school air unit. So give you a good look at the camera cage there. So I like it. Part of it is, it's standard 5-inch frame. Build was not bad. To do the build in the live stream, it probably looked harder than it really was. If I were to build this whole thing again, it'd be a 5-minute build for the actual frame. Not that big of a deal. The biggest issue that I had is the screws for the stack there with this plate that's crashed on there. Let me give you an actual measurement, and I will reset this. Okay, 0. So inside, you only have about 16 millimeters to work with. Okay. It's not a lot of room. So I had an issue with the gummies and spacing out my stuff well enough that I could actually get the nuts on there. But that all the nice little metal bits weren't touching each other, smushing it down. Because if I went any further on the screws, I was hitting the top plate. So that was an issue. Now, the good thing is they do give you a separate top plate if you don't want to do the split plate design. Because this is, one top plate here and then another one where the camera mount is. Because you have a little bit more room there. But they do give you one that goes all the way straight across. You get some bigger standoffs in the back. And then you're good there. So all in all, I like the frame. I need to fly with it more. I think it has some really cool designs. I also have some recommendations for 533. Crap, that's super loud. I also have some recommendations for 533, so I'm going to email Armando some of those ideas. But overall, for a first pass run on this, I think it's going to be in the mix with some of the other top frames. I don't know yet if I would say that I like this better or worse than the Quad Mill F5 right now is my favorite 5-inch build that I've made. I can't tell you if I like this more or less than it. But I'd say it's up there. It's in contention. I still also have to fly it more with Toilet Tank because I've never flown that before, so I need to play around a little bit more with the flight characteristics of that. Also, the fact that this has such a ton of room in the front. Like right now, I just have my ELRS receiver in there. But boy, does it look pretty empty up there. So you could put a remote ID module up there if you so feel like you should. Yeah, all right, I like it. All right, just a reminder, today's sim session was because we got rained out for our monthly session. Our monthly session is the last Sunday of every month in DFW. We try to do a different location every time, even though there are a couple spots that we hit repeatedly. So we do have some favorites. But if we get rained out, then we end up doing a sim session occasionally through the month. We do this. If you want to keep up to date with the events that we have, DFWFPV.club, and go to our calendar on there. Another thing, if any of you pilots in the area are looking for places to fly, we have a map on there, and that map has something like 50 or 60 different locations across DFW. I'm constantly updating that thing, so if you have a spot that's not on that map, shoot me an email, admin@dfwfpv.club, and I will get it added to the map. Yeah, all right. That's all I got. Fly good. Don't suck. Thanks, guys. Bye.